Hello all. Welcome to today's Beat program, everyone. We are going to have one more wonderful, amazing mat series with another great master. So, just a sec, technique. Yeah. So we're going to have an amazing master today in this mat series. But before we go into intro or any other programs, we will start with meditation, and our esteemed guest, Sri Suresh Kalburgi sir, will be conducting the meditation. We'll talk more about what he is, and then the detailed intro. Welcome, sir, to the program, and we are privileged, sir, to have you on board in today's mat series. So we'll let you first guide meditation, and then we'll get into the program, if that's okay, sir.
Yes, thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Hello, friends. Namaskar. Good morning, good evening to all the masters who are online to this program. Welcome again to another series of Beat. So I'll be your friend to guide you on the meditation today. So let's get started. So it will be a simple Ana-Pana-Sati meditation. Let us begin by taking a right posture first. The right posture is to have a very comfortable seat, whatever way you want to sit, either on the chair or on the bed or on the floor, so that you are not disturbed while we are doing the meditation. And cross your fingers, cross your feet, and remove your spectacles if you are wearing any, and close your eyes very, very gently. Once we attain this posture, my dear friends, then let us move our attention to normal, natural breath that is happening through our nostrils, the entry point of the nostrils. The process is to be a mere witness of the breath. Every inhalation and exhalation will become a witness, my dear friends. The breath is very, very natural. The whole day we are breathing. We won't be mindful through the day, but now we become mindful of every inhalation and exhalation. Forget everything, who you are, where you are. Don't get too much into body consciousness. Become a wonderful witness of the breathing process. It is natural to wander with the thoughts. It is natural to get too many thoughts when you close your eyes. But the very process is to be aware of the breath and come out of the loop of continuously following your thoughts. The thoughts are of the past or of the future, which may create regrets or create anxiety. So friends, let us come back to the present moment. And the best way to come back to the present moment is to be with your breath. The normal, natural, easy, tender, tranquil breath, my dear friends. Every time you realize you're wandering with your thoughts, make an effort to come back to the breath again. That is happening normally through your nostrils. Lock your attention to every inhalation and exhalation, my dear friends. We did not analyze how the breath is happening, whether it's deep or shallow, fast or slow. It is just that we observe the breath without judging anything. It is normal to have meditational experiences. Whatever may be the experience, either physical or etheric or emotional experiences, be a witness. Don't analyze it. It is just a process. It is just an experience, my dear friends. Keeping your eyes closed to the meditation is very important. Don't open your eyes, come what may, till we finish our meditation session. So we'll be playing beautiful, soft music for all of us to get into meditation. Let us focus on our breath. Group meditation is 3 times more powerful. We are all in group meditation now, my dear friends. Don't wander with your thoughts, my dear friends. Let go of all the thoughts that comes up and come back to your wonderful friend, wonderful guru, that is your breath. Be with your breath always. A tender, natural, soft, easy, tranquil breath, my dear friends. As we observe our normal, natural breath, everything else drops off. We experience pure consciousness. We experience thoughtless state. We experience calmness. We experience bliss. Absolute bliss. Every cell in our body is also meditating along with us. Every cell is a living being, my dear friends. We are the masters. As we enter this body, every cell becomes a living being. We have few trillion cells who have all got into meditation as we start observing our breath. Every cell gets regenerated. Every cell gets enlightened. So let us all be with the breath without interfering the normal process. Whatever be the experience, don't open your eyes, my dear friends. No chanting, no visualizing. It's pure witnessing. The mind becomes absolutely calm. The mind becomes empty. Come back to your breath, my dear friends. The breath is our best friend. The breath is our best guru. Keep witnessing the breath, my dear friends. Don't wander with your thoughts. Become one with every inhalation and exhalation. Come back to your breath, my dear friend. Come back to the breath. Bring your attention to your nostrils. Final 5 minutes, dear friends. Be with your breath. Last 2 minutes, my dear friends. Be with your breath. Gradually, let's come back to the bodily consciousness. Be aware of your body. Be aware of your surroundings. Gently release your fingers and place it on your eyelashes, eyelids for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Bring your hands down with a gentle smile. Open your eyes. Open your eyes to a wonderful day and evening. Thank you very much, my dear friends, for joining for meditation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for such a wonderful meditation. It was really good starting off the day. So, welcome to our MAD program. So, this is as you might be aware, this is a 365-day program, and today is 115th day. So, if you've been participants have been meditating and with an intent to meditate for a year without a break. So, this is going really well, and myself, Hari, from Melbourne, Australia, founder of Breath Universe. So it is my privilege to be able to interview you and bring out the service side or making a different side of yourself to everyone. A bit different to probably usual interviews on just what's meditation and things like that, wherein what you've been doing. So before that, for the audience, Suresh Kalburgi sir is from Karnataka, who's been a meditation teacher, and he is a CEO and director of Citiria India Private Limited. So having a strong corporate background with strong spiritual background as well. So spiritual journey began back in 1996 with Siddhi Samadhi Yoga, and from there he has explored the science of meditation and mind and inner transformation in many dimensions, and then have been a true spiritual scientist with corporate tinge. So he has a great exposure into spirituality in real world while dealing and leading a huge firm internationally, and have been taking these free meditation sessions in corporates and everywhere globally, making a real difference and bringing creating that impact across the globe. So it is our privilege, sir, to have you on this and to know a little bit about your journey on where it started and how it started. Thank you so much. Welcome. So
Thank you, sir. Definitely an honor for me to be part of this platform. Thank you.
thank you. So as I said, sir, so these weekend Saturdays, all days, all the participants have been learning about what's meditation, and there's so many masters coming on board. But we would like to um, give the taste of what's meditation with service, with making a difference, and then bring forward people who have actually made a difference. Yeah. So my first question probably to you is in the space of from boardroom to being. When I say that, you had such a strong corporate journey, like leading a big firm, right? So what was the turning point that made you shift from success in the external world to exploring the inner world? Because you must be on a tight success journey to be able to be where you are in the external world. What made you tune inside in your busy success path?
Yeah, Hari, thank you for that question. See, the first thing is that, I was always a seeker for something beyond the physical world, right? And maybe my inclination towards reading books, you know, helped me to introspect and then realize that, this physical world is not the only world. And there is, a dimension which is more important than what I see, think, and what I feel, right? And that made me always ponder, what's in there, and that maybe that deep desire or deep call helped me to connect with masters and which higher spiritual wisdom, and that's when I got into meditation. Right? That was a small change that happened is in 1996 when I did this Siddha Samadhi Yoga just after I finishing my engineering, and that was just a connect that I got into. That is like an anchor, the hook there. And ever since then, through my corporate journey, like we started our entity into IT and telecom as a startup, and then we've been growing. And from 96 till 2009, it was like a journey, and there was always a calling internally. And it took such a long time for me to really come to the main course of practicing mindfulness, practicing meditation. And that took me into a journey of reading more books, meeting more masters, exploring and experiencing many other techniques of healing and combatment. I mean,
Yeah.
that's how
More
it
like
happened.
you had that fire or a spark within, but books has really, made that into a
Yes.
fire, I would say. Yeah,
Yes.
that's great. So maybe this question, even though I have to ask about your service, but you're the right person to ask this because you probably so-called high pressure environments is what where usually leaders struggle with clarity, right? So you must be making so many key decisions, leading an organization, and then things like that. So how meditation practically changed the way you make decisions or as a leader or an entrepreneur? Like, because decision making is the biggest challenge for many people, but being a leader with meditation and without meditation, um, what's the difference? Maybe I'll just add one little thing to it. A critic in me is making me ask this question. Let me tell this where in spirituality, people say, accept what comes to you. Okay. And then just go with the flow. How does that work in business? Like you have to take decisions. It cannot like come what may or accept what it is, or is it that? So that's pretty much a blended question of how meditation plays a role there.
Yeah, see, the first point for me is to become aware, right? Be aware of the situation, be aware of the people, and also be in awareness of the organizational goals, right? Because see, it's like a top-down approach for me. If I take myself as an individual, see, if I take the top-down approach, I'm the spirit, right? I am the energy body here, and then comes my intellect and my physical layer and the external world, right? Similarly, when it comes to an organizational management, right, the organizational goals, organization comes first, and then the people comes in, right? So what are the goals of the organization, then what are we trying to achieve here, what are the main purpose of this organization, that comes first, and then the real journey starts, so we need not really judge by the people, we not judge by the situation. It's all about pulling yourself up and then coming back to the mainstream of what's the purpose of the organization, and then bringing up the right principles and respecting every individual for their contribution, right? And not judged by what they are, right? But go by what is the potential of that person, and what is that he or she can bring on board, which will align to the organizational purpose, right? So to be mindful of this itself is a great success, I would say. That's the starting point for any leader. Otherwise, most of us, we get caught up in our dogmas, right? What is my personal goal? What is my personal gain in that, right? So when we resolve ourselves for a bigger cause and the organization purpose or a universal purpose, which is aligned to the universal law, that itself is a starting point, and the rest of it will follow suit. So those becomes byproducts. Otherwise, most of us, the pitfall here is that you go bottom up.
Yeah.
You start looking at smaller things and get busy for nothing. So that is a struggle, right? It becomes like a donkey's work there for me. So that made a shift. So focusing more on the organization goals and also feeling, the judgment stops, or individuality becomes dissolved.
Yeah. No, that's a good one. The purpose and awareness are the keywords that I picked where when you are aware of what we do, and when there is a purpose to what we achieve, whether it's an organizational purpose or universal purpose, as you mentioned, doesn't matter. Purpose is a purpose. So then decision making flows. Yeah. Thanks. So so you're in your journey, you're in your success, and then you came to meditation and to achieve whatever benefits or inspiration that you have for your own thing. But when did you truly feel were you need to make a difference in someone's life by probably taking this meditation or doing service or spreading the sense of meditation? So, what made you uh, get into this journey of making a difference in someone's life?
Yeah, the first thing first is I became truly selfish. So it's a very adverse word I'm using right now. It's a paradox, right? I became very selfish for myself, and then because I started, I became more like an addict, or a drug addict, or an alcohol addict. I became an addict or mad for meditation, right? Because I started feeling absolutely calm, absolutely, blissful, happy for nothing. And when I started the intense practice of meditation, when I met Patriji in way back in 2009, and that made me like, there's something more into it. Then I started giving more of my time apart from my corporate life and family time. All the nights I used to meditate and contemplate, explore more. And that was a changing point for me, right? And going beyond sleep, going beyond the physical layer. And it gave me an immense joy and, enough of, abundance of disposable energy, right? You say disposable, money, right? So I got a lot of disposable energy, right? I got a lot of relaxation. And then that selflessness started, you know, cropping up, and selflessness started sprouting. I felt, there's so much in this, and definitely like what Patriji said, the moment you learn, you should start teaching how to meditate. So that became a natural byproduct for me. So much of, the compassion started, blooming within myself, and then I said, this should go to the world in a simple way. And that's when I started creating something called a body, mind, soul workshop. The first thing that I uh, started putting my learnings, my experiences into a small order of presentation more, and then teaching to the corporates wherever I go, education institutions, and anybody that needs, they are welcome, or they're opening up for meditation, right? So that's how it started for me. So
Yes.
from becoming completely selfish, then the selflessness started evolving. That's what I felt.
That's good. So did that selflessness disturb your path of being a corporate leader, or did it actually enhance your journey? Why I'm asking this question, many people think that I'm very successful, not being a CEO in their own life, in probably career or some business or whatever it is. I'm pretty busy right now with success. Even though I feel like doing some self service, what that disturbs my success is what many people may feel. I'll do my meditation and just do it. So, in your experience, did that success actually help you in your success, or?
Absolutely right. See, the biggest gain that I have got is drop all the worries. That is the first thing, right? Because there are so many worries that keep cropping up for nothing.
Yeah.
And though as a natural tendency of being not an who are not into meditation, right? They may be going behind every leaf or branch of the tree rather than getting into the root cause and where the roots are coming from. So for a leader, it's all about clear communication, right? And to understand the goals of the organization and then convey the right messaging and leave it to the people to execute, because every human who is part of your organization, they all have their own brain, they all have their own intellect. And as long as my communication is very clear and then with a lot of gratitude and respect and trust in their capability, that's the magic one, right? So otherwise, we keep worrying whether every time it's like you've sown a seed and after a few days it becomes a sapling, and then you start pulling the sapling out and seeing whether it is growing or not. So that becomes a pitfall for us. So now it's matter of allowing the people to ground themselves and get deep rooted and then do their best and express your trust and respect for them. So that's how we ignite every individual's creativity, and also allowing them to align to what we are supposed to do, right? So that actually relieves us from a lot of work, which is unnecessary. Of course, the normal course of reviews and monitoring and then looking at how the progress is happening and how everyone is happy and performing on their own accord, aligning to the goals. So that is what makes things more effortless for me. It became more like an autopilot, right? Leading and trying to be more hardworking than being an energy worker or a smart worker. So I don't really trust, or I lost the trust on working hard, right? So anyone says the secret of success is to work hard, then I said, just get out of that, because the hardness creates more hardness for us. So
Yes.
enjoy the work is what I felt so, and effortlessness is what I experienced.
Yeah.
That made a lot of change for me.
This is a beautiful insight actually for many people who think that working hard is what matters. Uh, Maybe a related question, but to put that into a different perspective. Many people chase success, okay? Um, and some people chase peace over success. Some people chase success over peace. So, in your view, do you believe inner transformation should come before success, or can both go hand in hand?
Definitely, I would take inner transformation as the first point, right? And then the success is already there. It's just that we have not unwrapped,
Yeah.
right? It's just wrapped and sitting there with us. And then the moment I feel, I'm happy and then I'm contented, I'm satisfied, automatically the physical reality manifests by itself, right? And as I mentioned to you, right, the problem with any leader or any normal human is that, there is always a deficiency syndrome. There is a lack syndrome, right? There is lag means we are lagging in our deliverables or the time and things like that, or there is a lack of something within the organization, right? And there's always a deficiency. So if we come up with that sort of a mindset, if we come up with that sort of a attitude, so always we are creating more of that.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So any given point of a time, that contentment and self-satisfaction and then absolute acceptance, these are all things that are, that matters. Every moment, what are we feeling? Every moment, what are we thinking? Every moment, at that point of a time, with my current level of consciousness, what is the best decision that I'm making? What is that I'm deciding? What is the step that I'm taking? That matters more than getting more anxious about the future. So the future anxiety drops off, and that itself is a big thing to achieve.
That's beautiful. So before we get into Q&As, this is a great insight. So I thought I'll do something fun, like a proper interview, kind of a rapid fire, okay? Few questions, and then we'll go in the interest of time as well. So in your view, meditation or money, and why, shortly?
Definitely, I will take meditation. Rest follows. So,
Exactly. Rest follows. That's the beauty. Yeah, thanks. One habit that changed your life.
one habit is meditation first. That's what I can say.
That's good. That's good. One thing that you unlearned, you dropped, that made a real impact in your life.
One thing I dropped is being conditioned. You have to, be very insistive of.
Yes. Yeah. So one last in this, define success in one line.
Be contented in this moment. It's not that we become contented. If you're experiencing contentment,
That's
that's
good. Actually, contentment is actually success. Yes. What else? Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you so much. So you have any message before Q&As, one message that you share to today's generation, especially who are chasing for success, how should they be, and how can helping others help them?
the only one thing again I tell is that the world is inside out, right? And I'm the center of my universe.
Yeah.
When I open my eyes, I see my world. When you open your eyes, you see your world, right? So everything starts from myself. What I experience is because of me, by me, of me, and for me,
That's
right?
right.
So take care of yourself first. Understand why these waves, where are these waves coming from? What is that? If I'm feeling anger, then where is it erupting from? If I'm feeling hatred, where is it coming from? If I'm feeling, restlessness, where is it coming from? If I see no, everyone is not working, they are useless, or where is all this feeling coming from, right? And if you feel that everyone's are so wonderful, then it's just again, where is it coming from?
Yeah.
The whole world is so great. So where is it coming from? You naturally become compassionate and express, gratitude, radiating gratitude feeling. Where is it coming from? Or if you feel that the whole world is useless, they are exploiting you, where is that feeling coming from? So it's all about me, right? And then it radiates and expands to the whole organization, right? I am the driver of my life. Like if you're driving a most complex automobile, right, a car, you don't have to worry about million components and parts in the car. you are just having a key and you drive, and every single component or part of that car, listens to your command, and it starts following suit of what I want to do and where I'm going to drive this car, what's my destination, right? So it's a natural alignment. So when we know this, then life becomes a lot more fun and meaningful, and that's real effortlessness starts. So the more we work hard and put a lot of such thing called as effort at the ground up level, so that's a struggle actually. So when we started the myself, I am the center of my universe. I take care of myself, then rest is taken care.
Yeah. Thank you. I think that's a beautiful message, and thank you so much. So we'll go into Q&As. Any Q&As from anyone? Any questions? Or anything that anyone would like to share? I have asked many, so I'll leave that with you if you have any. All right. Looks like all good. So this is a different session, Suresh, where usually you give some people give some speeches and then ask questions. So it's already a Q&A session. So yeah, Vikal has something. Vikal, go ahead, please.
Hi, Vikal. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. So always great to listen to you and these words, and they really come with different kind of wisdom and leave some different impact every time we listen to you. So, sir, my question here is, being a successful leader in the corporate, and when we look at that your social media, let's say LinkedIn and all, you keep posting that you're conducting the uh, Guru Purnima function and attending here, some meditation classes, you are in Rishikesh and here and there. How you balance those things in the corporate? Because whenever we, I am also, coming from the similar kind of background, but we have the different kind of mindset at the corporate. You are working here for this company, and what this all you are doing. So how you balance those kind of messaging in the organization at the CXO level, and up there in the level, and then to the down in the organization, and balance those things. Like, can you just throw some light on that, please?
Yeah, that's a beautiful question, Vikal. Thanks for that. And I just also missed out to say that, everyone has 24 hours, right? Then I cannot store it for the next day. And the biggest art or the lesson I learned is to how to manage my time, how to prioritize, so with absolute clarity. And today, I don't know how it is. I get time for everything, right? Of course, my business is growing. My corporate life is more enriched, and every year my budgets are achieved. We are overachieving our goals and the targets for the year, and our headcount is growing. It's all, and customers are more happy and satisfied. And at the same time, I'm able to give more time and attention to giving back to the society, right? Teaching meditation, like early mornings, evenings, weekends, definitely giving the best shot. So I'm enjoying making thousands of friends across the length and breadth of India, and also online platform, and wherever I travel worldwide, right? So finding the time, the space, and giving that absolute 100% presence of mind and involvement wherever I am. So that is a beautiful experience. So like I am on this call and absolutely into this rather than getting worried about something else, right? So being in physically, mentally present state. So that is making my time utilization more effective. Now I can give time for enjoying in nature, getting into adventure, not feeling that fatigue, the tiredness, right? So all these are wonderful, beautiful experiences. So usually we say that a corporate life is a tiring life. Then you get exhausted, or you then go out and find something else to a detox or making you stress free and things like that. But when the whole day itself is stress free, when you don't get into a fatigue state, and you are always happy and contained within that the boundary of what you are doing. So absolutely, the time management becomes much easier actually for me. So now 24 hours is just a note, but every minute and every moment we know where to deploy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank
I'm
you.
able
Thank you
to
very
give
much,
more
sir.
time for family, corporate, myself, everything, society.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank you.
very much, sir. Sir, little add-on on this. One is the time management aspect. You have very, nicely explained that. Second is the messaging within the organization, how you convince the organization that you are doing this all and that is not having any conflict of interest and no pressure is coming the organization that you can't do this all, those kind of things. So my question was more on that. How you manage those things internally in organization that you keep doing this thing openly and in social media and LinkedIn, everywhere you post things.
No, when I get into my corporate cap, right, when we get into the office, definitely there is an 100% involvement in the work we do, right? And that is a presence of mind. And then addressing the team and being laser focused is very, very important for us. But how does it come, right? When we lose the clutter in the mind, when we lose the pollution from the mind, right? So then I can do complete justice to my role there. And when we are involved, then every word we speak and the presence itself makes a lot of difference, actually. So when I'm sitting in a meeting, and if my mind and attention and my words, everything is in the meeting and everything means what I mean to say, that itself is a very powerful impact, rather than getting, my energy is drained with some other agenda keeping in the mind, and you're not focused within the meeting room, you're not focused with the people, you're not observant of what the team is thinking, feeling, then you're not locked in, right? So absolutely, there's a drain in the energy, there's a loss of the message transformation, the energy is lost. Right. That will not have an impact on the meeting, as well as and as well as the people who are in the meeting can feel it. Like if you enter a kitchen, no one has to tell what is cooking, right? You can smell, you can feel it. Same way, when you are in the room, your presence itself is being felt. And what are you feeling? Like if you are feeling, I'm restless, nothing is happening, nothing is right, then that is what you are beaming, that is what you are radiating. But when you come from a center of the stage where, yes, whatever may be the situation, we'll fix it. It's going to be great. Everyone is going to align and we are going to fix it back. We are all going to be aligned, right? So that's when you're radiating. Non-verbal is more important, right? What are you carrying as your energy signature? What are you carrying as your mental signature? What thoughts are you beaming? What thoughts are you radiating? That matters more than what you're conveying. Your conveying can just be dressed up. It can be deceiving. It can be something else. You have something in the mind, but you are trying to act on the outer periphery. But that doesn't work, right? If you're feeling inside out the same, your thoughts are aligned to your energy levels. And if it is coming truly, it's like spontaneity. So automatically that is going to work and have more impactful presentation, more impactful meetings. And that's what I've felt, right? So before even meeting the customer, we are already aligned. And before meeting our team, we are already aligned, we are connected. There's no disconnectivity at all. It's just a continuity and a flow.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir, and deep gratitude to both of you, both the great masters. My
Thank you, sir.
privilege to be sharing the screen with both of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay. We'll take Rama's question, but before that, I have one question that I don't want to lose from chat before. Sir, what would be your message to someone struggling with self-worth from Vijay Lakshmi Arora?
Self-worth is again coming from lack of energy, right? As I mentioned to you, everything starts from within, right? If I am feeling worthless, right, that means to say, I need to work for myself first, right? And make as much as effort as possible to read books which give some knowledge about the spirituality or the energy level working, or beyond the physical layer, right? And then also give the best time of your day for meditation and sadhana. Take some baby step, make a commitment. Like usually what I say, that if people don't learn to do mental housekeeping, right? We do all the physical housekeeping. We take shower, we clean up, we want hygiene everywhere. But what is the hygiene here? We are maintaining the inner world. Are we doing a self cleaning or a inner cleaning or a mental housekeeping, right? Mopping the floor or a mopping the mind is very, very important. So when you mop the floor, because you're seeing in physical layer, but if you don't mop your mind, that's when it gets into clutter, the energy gets drained. And that's when all these, the negativities erupt and crop up. So the first time when you feel this self-worth is issue and then we are struggling, definitely, there's a darkness. But when you hold a lamp and look for darkness, you won't find it, right? When you turn on a light, it beams of the light. Similarly, anything that is the feeling of lag or self-worthness or struggling, everything is emanating from inside. So give more time for sadhana and meditation. Automatically, you can see, you can start feeling, that yes, I am the best person. It all starts from within.
Thank you so much. So good insight. Ramaji from Ramaji Ramama Papa, can you please? Yeah, thanks. Go ahead, please.
Namaste, sir. Thank you so much. Pleased to meet you. Yeah, my journey has also been very long, and the one thing I keep hearing what you say is meditation. First that and everything else next. So coming to Patriji's meditation, I could experience that. My question here is, yes, we work on ourselves. There are certain things that worry me. So how to deal with that? Especially in Bangalore now, it's so hot and the rains are less. And I find the trees outside are withering away, drying away, and nobody bothers to, like when we had Ramakrishna Hegde, he said, "One manege, one mara." So people would water the tree outside the house. Not that I have a garden, I will take that kind happens naturally. What about the trees? So outside where I stay, there are quite some trees, and I found that there's one tree that was dying off. So I would take water and pour it on the tree, and I would see the difference in how. So these things worry me that trees are dying off, the city is getting hotter, and in the beauty about Bangalore is if you have a tree, that place is really cooler, and you don't need an AC. These things worry me. So how do I go about not worrying about this? I talk to people. Sometimes I convince people when I walk by to, take care of the tree, and some of them really do respond. But I can't make it my job, telling everyone, strangers, hey, trees are the life givers of our, they give us oxygen without we asking, and they give us value when they're alive, even when they are gone. Take care of it. I mean, you can't go and tell this to people. It should come, because without trees, without the oxygen, the question of us breathing is only totally out, isn't it? So how do I get out of this worry?
This is actually the way it all starts, madam. Like you feel that yes, we have to grow trees, we have to take care of trees, and we have to nurture the trees. This single thought itself will automatically radiate, right? And more people want to do something. So it starts from one person, right? You already started doing it, and then automatically it becomes a wave. And out of whatever time we have, we can create our own groups, right? And we can give even some hours a week. Like I have met and I've seen so many groups within, like they go every day, every weekend. They assemble in groups, and then they, plant a sapling, and then they own those responsibilities to bring up that saplings, right, on the roads and the streets. Wherever they find a space, they will go plant a sapling, and then they take care of it. They put a barricade so that the cattle and other animals, they don't destroy and things like that. But they make sure that every week they make sure that the health is maintained. So it all starts from a single baby step, and automatically you will gain that confidence. You will start feeling, oh wow, there is a change that's happening in the world, and that itself will create a a wave of consciousness, wave of awareness. And every human today, like is what are they seeking? The world today is at the place where everyone, whatever we have created together in reality, is happening now. Like, what are we feeling? We are feeling insecurity, we are feeling hatred, we are feeling that someone else is the deceiver, right? That's
Yes.
when there is a global terrorism that is getting created, there is hatred that's getting created, all this isolation. So it's a collective consciousness. It's like the bank balance of a given bank is nothing but all the investments being made by every single customer. Similarly, the collective thoughts radiation by every person is actually making the change. The cloud may be coming from somewhere else, but it has rained only here. Why? Right? That's how it is. So if there are more diseased people at one place, that means everyone has just decided, yes, we'll all assemble here together. Right? So similarly, yes, you created the wave that, yes, I will take care of a tree, I'll take care of watering it. That itself is enough. From there, you start working. It will make a big difference.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I feel
Thank
so
you.
relieved now. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you so much. That's a question as well. Like making a thought itself, when we cannot do really something big, even making a progressive thought really takes it. Any other final? Right. I think
It's a great
that's a wonderful.
conversation.
Sorry,
It's a great conversation. So,
it is.
of course, we ponder on questions, the more better it is, and
Yeah,
it becomes more practical rather than driving
exactly.
through some concepts and,
Absolutely. Yeah. No, it's a wonderful conversation. So, thank you so much for being here today and inspiring many of us in not just meditating for us, but also the importance of taking this selfless service to others. And two is what we are doing is not a hurdle to meditating and spreading. And you are a true example of that, leading a big organization, being able to spread the science of meditation and doing the service all over. So truly appreciate that, and it's our pleasure to have you on board and then be able to interact with you. So thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Hari. Thank you for giving this opportunity and this platform, and all the masters who have joined. Thank you so much.